I've been looking at the resurrection stories in the Acts of the Apostles. I'm amazed how much there is to talk about. Some odd things. In my former book, it's claimed, or the writer of the Acts is claiming, to be the same Luke who wrote Luke's Gospel. If it was the same person, I think he ought to have done his proofreading a bit better, as you'll see later on. Okay, so in this former book, I wrote about all the things Jesus began to do and teach until the day he was taken up to heaven, after giving instructions through the Holy Spirit. And what does through the Holy Spirit mean? Now, I would have assumed that Jesus would give instructions through his mouth, by talking. But if he's giving them through the Holy Spirit, was he there physically, or was this all a spiritual experience, a subjective experience? Difficult to know, isn't it? Anyway, it says he appeared to them over a period of 40 days. Well, Luke's Gospel says it all happens in 24 hours. So that's one of the differences between Luke's Gospel and the Acts of the Apostles. So that's an odd contradiction. On one occasion, while he was eating with them, he said, "Do not leave Jerusalem." And of course that contradicts Matthew, who says they went to Galilee where they saw Jesus. So the contradictions keep piling up, don't they? Then the writer talks about Jesus ascending into heaven. After he said this, he was taken up before their very eyes, and a cloud hid him from their sight. Then it says, then the apostles returned to Jerusalem from the hill called the Mount of Olives. So here it says they were at the Mount of Olives when Jesus was taken up into heaven. But actually, Luke's Gospel says they were 4 kilometres away in Bethany. Yet another little contradiction. So there we are. All a lot to think about, isn't there? And not a lot to believe in, I don't think. It
ain't necessarily so. It ain't necessarily so. The things that you're liable to read in the Bible, it ain't necessarily